Hi, my name is Heidi Sanchez, and I oversee the operations of the Visitor Center. I'm also in charge of our guest experience. So I'd love for you to come out and pay us a visit, because not only do we have a friendly staff that does not have astronomy backgrounds, but we do a great job of sharing or conveying to the public what Sunspot is, what we're doing here, and why it's important to be studying the sun. I'd love to take you on a guided tour, so come check us out. I'm standing in front of the John Evans Solar Facility. This building was built in 1952, and it housed a special instrument called a coronagraph. Basically what a coronagraph is, it's creating an artificial solar eclipse. It's blocking out the bright disk of the sun so we can see those faint, wispy outer layers of the sun called the corona. The next telescope we're going to come to is the Richard B. Dunn Solar Telescope. This is our last actively used telescope, and really what you're seeing is only 1/3 of the structure. Let me tell you more when we go inside. Welcome inside the Dunn Solar Telescope. This is the observation room, and this is where all the action happens. This telescope construction began in 1966. It was actually built by the Air Force, and they completed it in 1969. There's 136 feet above ground, but there's another 228 feet below the ground where I'm standing. So in actuality, the whole telescope is over 360 feet long. It's longer than a football field from goalpost to goalpost. Our telescope is not looking at the whole disk of the sun. Most solar telescopes are looking at the whole disk of the sun. Rather, our telescope zooms in on a magnetic structure. We're really looking at less than 1% of the sun's surface in very high definition. And so what happens is, because we're looking at such a small area in high definition, it looks like that image is rotating in your cameras. So what do we do to undo that rotation in our cameras? We literally rotate the whole telescope, all 360 some feet, from top to bottom around to undo that rotation. Now that's a lot of weight that's hanging here. This is over 300 tons of weight when you add the telescope and equipment and electronics. And we suspend it all from a mercury float bearing. There's approximately 130 gallons of mercury at the top of the telescope that suspends the telescope. And by using a mercury float, because mercury is so much denser than water, it makes the telescope not weightless, but frictionless. It just hangs here and glides. In fact, I can show how strong I am. I can literally move 300 tons of weight with my own body strength because of that mercury float. People will pay the admission fee just to check out our scenic over at Best on the Mountain. This whole site was an Air Force base until the mid-70s. And this was a great location, not only because of our high elevation and our dry climate, but White Sands Missile Range and Holloman Air Force Base were already established in 42 and 45. And so we're in that close proximity to the Air Force Base to be able to provide that infrastructure and support. I'm standing inside the Visitor Center, which is your first stop when you come and visit us. You're going to meet our fantastic staff that is going to tell you all you can see and do during your visit. Inside the Visitor Center, where we have our public restrooms, museum, which is interactive, our theater, and fantastic gift shop. And from there, we'll get you checked in where you can walk our beautiful observatory grounds and get a guided tour of the telescope.
My name is Khagendra Katwal. I am a PhD student at New Mexico State University in the Department of Astronomy. I study the sun, trying to understand the magnetic field in the solar atmosphere. Scientists come for the research and training. Engineers admire its innovative technology, and the public enjoys its educational tours, rich history in solar physics, and stunning location in the New Mexico's Sacremento Mountains overlooking the white sand.
Also, we do give tours of the telescope, but it's open on limited days and times. So the best way to get that information is you go to our website. It's just sunspot.nmsu.edu. We have a calendar. It'll show the times of the visitor center and the times that you can go inside the telescope and get a guided tour. This is our little hidden gem on the Sacramento Mountains, and I hope to see you soon.